Hello and welcome to The Verdict. It is August 13th, almost midnight. I just wanted to share with you the results between Darian Sydney Teagan Chief and I going to court because she framed me for years and then this shit happens, right? So let me just explain though, first of all, I have really bad luck with cheating women. It's just because I'm really loyal and I put my heart into it, and I don't expect women to be cheaters. I don't know why. I always even though women, they have as much unlimited sexual opportunity as they can. Just when a woman says that she wants your family, or when a woman says that she wants your baby, or when a woman says that she wants to marry you, I tend to believe her. And just recently, history repeating itself, I had sex with Cheyenne, and then after that, Cheyenne posted a bunch of videos of her and another guy, and Cheyenne and I were supposed to get back together, and she was calling herself my wife and stuff like that. I was like, okay, we're gonna get back together. And then after, I'm sorry, I'm grossed out right now because before, I'm certain before that we had sex that she had sex with somebody else because she smelt dirty, you know what I mean? And then after that, she sent me that video of her and another guy in bed together, which means that after I fucked Cheyenne and came inside of her, she had sex with another guy after that, which is that's my luck with women summed up. That is literally my luck with women summed up. And that's what happened with the Sydney situation too. She was always a cheating piece of shit. And no matter what I do, I could be the nicest guy in the world. No matter what I do, they always try to turn it around when it's I was loyal to you bitches. So I just wanted to I just needed to get that out there before I bring up the verdict here between Darian Sydney Teagan Chief and I. But yeah, that's my luck with women to a T, it's so fucking sad that all of them are cheaters and liars. I love women. I love them. I want to get married to a woman and I want to build a family together with one, but they're all fucking bitches when and when I say all bitches, I mean the women who want a relationship with me or something like that, the women that I can get, they're all cheating, lying pieces of shit. It's so fucking frustrating. And that's exactly what Darian Sydney Teagan Chief is. She's a lying, cheating piece of shit. And I loved her so much. I still love her to this day, but she ruined my job opportunities and my life all because I caught her cheating. But let's get to the verdict. The verdict. Okay, so in 2019, Sydney and I started our relationship. I knew right away that she was a cheater because she was layering it on pretty thick. That time she had a fishnet stockings and they were already ripped, and she said she bent over and the fishnet stockings ripped, but she had sex with somebody else that same fucking night. Puke. God, she's a whore. But yeah, basically we ended up breaking up because she was a whore. And she told me that she had an abortion. She told me that she had a miscarriage. All that crazy shit that women do when they're pregnant and they want to hurt your feelings. But in 2020, I saw a kid that looked like me, and that was Cameron. I asked Sydney, hey, is Cameron my baby? And then Sydney assaulted me at KFC. After Sydney assaulted me at KFC, she sent cops to my door trying to frame me right there. And then after she sent cops to my door, I told the cops at my door, hey, she assaulted me just the other day. So you might as well use that against her because she's lying to you guys right now. She's lying to you. She's sending you to my door for no fucking reason. So they ended up charging her with that. Then after that shit, she ended up trying to get back together with me. And of course I went back together with her because, hey, my daughter, Cameron, if Cameron is my daughter, then she deserves a good life. She deserves I am a good father. I really am a good dad. I'm a good dad. If she allowed us to, just be friends, and we were, if I were allowed to see Cameron, we'd be co-parenting. We would be co-parenting, and Cameron would be so much happier. But it is what it is. Whatever. Who cares, right? Whatever. I care. It's my daughter. I love her so much. But other than me loving Cameron, who else cares about Cameron's peace of mind when it comes to her and her father, right? Nobody else. Just me. But Anyways, after all that, figuring out that Cameron existed, we ended up getting back together while she was being charged. Basically, that the whole thing where cops do that, like, oh yeah, you're not allowed to contact them, blah, blah, blah. She was contacting me throughout that entire time to use that against, to use that for her case, basically. So she was trying to get back together with me in order to use that for her assaulting me, and that totally worked as a cop-out. They threw out the charges immediately. After that, we ended up getting back together, and we basically fucked that 2021, like in January and a little bit in February and March. But like in March, we were actually a family, though. In March, we were actually a family, and she asked me to marry her. And I said, yes, I will marry you. Of course I was going to marry her. Of course I was going to marry Darian Chief. She probably got a different last name by now. But of course I was going to marry her. Of course, absolutely, 100% of the way. I was going to marry her, and I was going to, just work my ass off for her and Cameron so that we can have a life together. You know what I mean? Like, life, even though it is really complicated with all of the, like, political shit going on in the world and stuff like that, when it comes to Cameron's life, though, like, my goal was just to be there for Cameron. That's it. That was my entire fucking life's purpose. When Sydney asked me to marry her, I was like, fuck yeah. Like, my life purpose is Sydney and Cameron. That's it. So, that hurt like hell because I caught her cheating the same week that we got engaged. And that same week that we got engaged, because I caught her cheating, that is when she framed me for mischief. She framed me for mischief by saying that we weren't together, and she actually committed perjury in courts. And the courts don't care that she committed perjury. That's just the way the courts are. But in court this year, 2025, she said that we only hooked up in like 2019, basically. That's all she said. All she said, we only hooked up in 2019. But I have pictures of Sydney and I inside of her apartment in 2021. So that doesn't make sense, right? Like, if I have pictures of Sydney and I in her apartment in 2021, and she's lying to the courts that we only hooked up in 2019, and the courts don't care about that, then all is lost. So I know that the system is broken, and that the system is not going to get me out of any kind of jams whatsoever. Because Sydney put me into this jam, which was she framed me because I caught her cheating. I caught her cheating, and since 2021 March there, when I caught her cheating and when she framed me, she's been stalking me and fucking harassing me and trying to fucking break up Cheyenne and I. She's been doing all of that shit. She's been doing all that shit. She wrote Cheyenne hundreds of messages trying to tell her, oh yeah, you should break up with Darren and all that shit. And then she wrote me messages saying that it's supposed to be us having more kids. And it's like, yeah, Darian, I wanted more kids with you. I wanted a life with you. I didn't know that you're a lying piece of shit squaw. I didn't know that. If I knew you were a lying piece of shit squaw, I would have just had sex with you and used you like you wanted to be used, like an object, instead of fucking saying yes to marrying you and trying to build a wholesome family together under one fucking roof. So she frames me, and this goes on for years. For years and years and years, she fucking framed me. And in like 2024 or something like that, eventually, the Crown is like, oh yeah, we're going to throw out the case. Excuse me? You're going to throw out the fucking case when I have proof that she framed me? And she framed me for mischief? You're going to throw out the fucking case when I have proof that she framed me for mischief, and now I can't properly defend myself ever? What the fuck is wrong with you? I had to move. And then I explained this on Facebook, that I had to move. That I explained that on Facebook. Oh, I had to move in order to, basically I was thinking dark thoughts. And I was like, if I didn't move, I was going to stab Sydney in every artery and watch her bleed to death. And then you'd find her corpse at a fucking, it was a dark fantasy. I would never act on it. But I fucking wrote that dark fantasy out because I was so fucking frustrated that the that case got thrown out. I was so fucking frustrated that Sydney was telling me, oh, it's supposed to be us having more kids while she was framing me. And I was so fucking frustrated that she was stalking me in Cheyenne, when Cheyenne and I, we were just trying to live our own life. And like, you know, that's it. We were just trying to live our own fucking life. I was so fucking frustrated by that. So I wrote that post about how, like, basically about getting even. And like, that's what got me into trouble. So after years of framing me, she takes this Facebook status that I wrote, and then she turns that into a threat when it wasn't a threat. When I sit in the fucking post, I know which doors to keep like closed and shit like that. And it was about me having to move in order to have peace of mind. Otherwise, I was going to start hurting my enemies. I was going to start doing that because I'm sick of taking people's shit. Because I'm like the nicest guy in the fucking world. And like, if people treat me a certain way, I treat them that certain way back. So it's like, I'm the nicest guy in the world, but at the same time, if you fucking mistreat me, I'm going to mistreat you. Which is why for the last however many years, I was like, oh, Sydney's a fucking whore. Because she broke my heart. She broke my heart into thousands of fucking pieces. I loved her so much. I loved her more than myself. I loved her more than anything in the world. And like, just for her to fucking do that, it fucking hurt like hell. So I took the charge the way that Sydney wanted me to take the charge. And that ruins my job opportunities everywhere. My job opportunities everywhere. I don't even think I'm allowed to go to the fucking States. Like, this woman has been ruining my life because I was loyal to her. That's the story of my life, ladies and gentlemen. The fucking story of my life is me being loyal to somebody and getting screwed over every fucking time. Ever since my dad used to screw me the fuck over. You know what I mean? Like, every fucking time I put my love and trust into somebody, every fucking time I get fucked over. That is the story of my life, ladies and gentlemen. That is the story of my fucking life. So, I make that status about like, oh yeah, if she died, if I didn't move, you would know that, it was me and stuff like that. And I was like, oh shit. Because like, I'm not going to be able to talk my way out of that because like, first of all, I didn't threaten her. I wrote a dark fantasy about getting even if I didn't move from Selkirk, Manitoba. But I moved from Selkirk, Manitoba. So a year after I had those dark thoughts, I was like, you know what? I'm going to write about it now because the court case got thrown out. And like, there's no way to fucking go into court and like tell them, hey, she fucking framed me. Here's me in her apartment because we had sex together and we were engaged. Now she is lying to you. Let me go. Leave me the fuck alone. I couldn't do that because they threw out the fucking case because it's a crooked fucking system. It's a shitty fucking system. The law does not fucking work. It doesn't work. They let her frame me since 2021 when I thought we were going to get married. Can you imagine saying yes to the love of your life? Like, to me, she's the love of my life. And can you imagine saying yes to the love of your life only to catch the love of your life cheating? Like, God fucking damn it. God damn it. Why is she such a fucking piece of shit whore? Like, it's disgusting how much of a squash she is. It really is. It really is. Like, this is like old-time, dirty, disgusting, like, squaw betraying the tribe kind of thing. Like, we have a daughter together, and you're trying to take away my life. You're trying to take away my freedom. You're trying to take away my job opportunities because I caught you cheating. How is that fair? What did I ever do to you, Sydney? I never did anything to you, Sydney. I love you so fucking much. What the fuck is wrong with you? Right? Like, that's how it feels. And, like, the Crown's argument was like, oh yeah, just because it was a fantasy doesn't mean that it wasn't real. Like, that's basically the Crown's argument. And yeah, I got charged for uttering threats, which is fucking ridiculous. I never threatened her. I wrote a dark fantasy about what was going on in my mind before I fucking left, and like how I maybe would have reacted to, would have acted on that fantasy if I stayed in Selkirk, but I fucking moved from Selkirk so that I didn't have to fucking act on that goddamn fantasy, for fuck's sakes. So that kind of shit fucking pisses me off, man. Like, it's so fucking frustrating when I didn't threaten her, but my job opportunities and my life is fucking like held on pause until these charges can get fucking pardoned in another fucking 10 years or some shit like that. Like, my God. And that's just from having baby mamas. The first time I ever got something on my criminal record, I wrote Barbara love letters. And I got a criminal record for writing her love letters. The second notch on my criminal record is writing a Facebook status. So when it comes to writing publicly, I am a menace to society. When you give me a pen and a paper, you know what I mean? Like, if I write something down, I'm a fucking criminal. That's fucking ridiculous. The written word is why I'm a fucking criminal. Well, actually, it's a vindictive, jealous baby mama who framed me, and then after she framed me for years, I fucking wrote my real dark emotions down, and writing your dark emotions down is illegal. So, yeah, the verdict was I got charged with uttering threats, all the other charges got dropped, and I didn't fucking threaten her. Like, it's so fucking sad, though, that the only reason I wrote that status was because I was framed in the first fucking place. But it is what it is. They don't care that she framed me. They don't care that she made false police reports and that she's destroying my life only because I caught her cheating. They don't care about that. They really don't care about anything. Like, the law is broken. She framed me and she got away with it for years. And then I wrote a Facebook post about a dark fantasy in the past tense. With no hopes of it ever fucking happening. And yeah, I got charged with uttering threats, and now I have I have two charges on my criminal record. One is in 2017, because in 2015, I wrote love letters to Barbara Marsh. 2015 or 2016, I can't remember, but in 2017 is what it shows on my criminal record right now. I have two things on my criminal record. The first thing is 2017 for writing Barbara love letters. That's on my criminal record now. And that's the saddest fucking thing in the world. Because that's the first mother of my child. The first mother of my child, the mother of my son, Drayton. I wrote her love letters to try to get us back together because I'm a family guy. I'm a family man. That's it. I'm a family man. I'm a family-oriented individual. If we start a family together, I want our family together forever. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't a fucking game. Like, look at what's going look what's going on in the world. No matter what we do, there's always some extremist Christian group killing other people, or there's always some extremist fucking Muslim group killing other people. And like, we gotta raise a child in this fucking crazy world as it is. So it's like, yeah, I was trying to stay a family together with Barbara. Told her I loved her. Told her we can do anything in the world. Told her that if we need to get couples counseling, we can work it out. We can do that therapy together. We can work it out and have a real family. The way you told me, I'll always want my family together, Barbara. Like, Barbara said that. Barbara fucking told me that. So that's why I wrote her love letters, and that's how I got in trouble the first time. And then the second time, like I just told you, the verdict, right? Like, the verdict was that I guess they're going to count it as threats. If you write something descriptively, they'll act like it's real, but it wasn't real at all. I just wrote some Stephen King dark fantasy fucking bullshit, and like threw in a couple of technical terms like artery this, artery that, bloated corpse this, bloated corpse that, and then all of a sudden I get in trouble for writing, right? So it's like, I am a writer, ladies and gentlemen. I will always be a writer. Don't you ever fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a writer. That's who I am. I'm a writer. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a movie guy. I wish I had more. If I had millions of dollars, I'd fucking show the entire world right now. But because of this fucking bitch charging me for nothing, just because I caught her cheating, now my life is on hold again. My life is on hold again, and I fucking keep thinking about fucking shooting myself in the head or fucking hanging myself. But it's like, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because, like Cameron, and Lavina, like Drayton, like I have kids to live for. If I kill myself, then my kids are going to be like, well, I can see why Dad killed himself. Maybe it'll be okay if I kill myself too. And like, I don't want my kids to kill themselves, so I'm not going to fucking kill myself. But God damn it. In a world with people like Sydney always cheating and lying, and in a world where like Cheyenne and I, we were going to get back together, and like she's trying to act like my wife and shit like that, but at the same time she's seeing another guy. And then like in a world where people are like Barbara, like, oh, I'll always want my family together. I'll always want my family together. Yeah, no matter what happens, I'll always want my family together. With people like her fucking lying and shit like that, like just like, you know what I mean? Like I'm so fucking hopeless right now when it comes to like people, you know what I mean? Like being mistreated by somebody that you love, but then being mistreated by somebody that you love and have babies with. Holy fuck, does that ever hurt like hell? Like I love Sydney with all my heart, and I think I'll always love her. Like that's not going to go away. But like just for her to have cheated in the first place, like what did I do? I didn't do anything to her. Like, oh my God, I made love to her every fucking time we saw each other. It hurts so much. And like, I am letting it go. Like, because the court stuff is over now. The court drama is over now. Like, unless somebody like fucking brings more court bullshit, it's like, I'm letting that all go. But like, just like she did frame me, ladies and gentlemen. The verdict is that, hey, I got charged with uttering threats and it's on my criminal record now. But the only reason I wrote that fucking post was because she cheated, she lied, she framed me. She literally lied to cops, she made false statements, all that shit. And she was doing that just because I caught her cheating. And just because I was loyal to her. Just because I was loyal to her. But yeah, that right there is the verdict. And a little bit extra. But yeah, I love my baby mamas, and I am a criminal for writing words, and that's all there is to it.